to another episode of Tackle Box Talk. My name is Stanley Orchard. For those of you guys who don't know me, I might be popping on just a little bit early here. We have some exciting news. I have some exciting things to talk to you guys about as soon as everybody starts popping in here. We got some really cool news. We got some things to talk about today. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a very long stream today. We've got some issues at work that we're dealing with at the moment. That's going to cause me to have to go back and deal with some things after we're done here. I'm taking a little bit of a break and I'm going to get back to it. But we're going to have some exciting things in the very near future. Hopefully next week we were going to have some nice little additions to this channel. We're going to see how that goes. One of those additions that we're working on for today, I don't know. Let's see if we can get this thing going while we don't have anybody in here. We have some cool topics of conversation here, just so you know. If you were popping in if you were just now coming into the chat, if you're just checking this out in the replay, please take a moment, consider subscribing and slapping that notification bell so that you never miss an opportunity to spend a little time with us. We do have some very exciting things in the very near future here. Some of those things we're going to be talking about tonight. Some of those things I have to hold off on just a little bit. One of the things that I am hoping to be able to do tonight, if anybody is interested, I have a cool little charity thing that we were going to work on tonight, but I haven't tested it, so I'm just not sure how it's going. How's it going, Mr. True North Angler? Excuse me, sorry about that, man. Absolute pleasure seeing you, man. How are you doing tonight? How has your day been going so far? We have been having a rough one. It's been a tough day today. I've got to go back to work when I'm done here. Just taking a little bit of a break, and then got to get back to the grindstone this evening. It's just going to be one of those days. On top of that, we're getting some construction done on the outside of the house. So if you hear some banging and some sawing, that is me not out there helping with the construction on the outside of the house at the moment. Mr. Morales, Texas Fishing, sir, it is always a pleasure seeing you, man. How are you doing? Loving the collaborations that you've been working on, man. That's cool stuff. Home Depot, what you getting at Home Depot, man? I was just talking about doing construction on the outside of the house, or actually I am currently not doing construction. I have a good friend of mine who's working on the exterior portion of the house at the moment. We are redoing some siding, and by we, I mean he. Because this has been one of those days. Long day at work, and now it's about to get just a little bit longer. I'm going to be headed back just as soon as we are done on the live stream here. True North Angler, good to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear you're having a good one. At least one of us is. I got good ones coming, though. We got good ones coming. Mr. Buddha's Place, I got to tell you, man, I'm super excited about this. I appreciate that. I'll make it quick if you're going to be, if you're just stopping by. I don't know if you noticed or not, we hit our 1,000 subscribers. Buddha's Place, I want to thank you very much, sir, for everything that you did for us. And I just got notification about 30 seconds before I started this live stream. We got our monetization. We are partners with YouTube now. Super, super stoked about that. And I got a little gift for you guys on this. It's a little thing, not necessarily a gift, but a little thing that I can do for you guys if you're interested. In order to commemorate the occasion. No, yeah, True North Angler, I totally understand that, man. I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm taking a little bit of a break, and then I'm headed back at it. Bags of cement, because we're trying to add on to our house, so we need cement for the cedar posts. I hear, man, you hear people banging on the outside. I'm redoing siding. We did an addition to our house a couple of years ago, and slowly but surely we're finishing it off piece by piece. That's why you don't see a lot of video from our house. You see select angles that I'm okay with people seeing, because I don't want you to see the construction nightmare that is happening right on the other side of that camera. Yeah, thank you, True North Angler, dude. I'm stoked about it. I'm really, I'm obviously, you know, whenever that happens, you get excited about it. I'm super stoked, and you guys are just happening to catch me like 30 seconds after I got the notification. I went to turn on this live stream, and I've got the live stream studio thing open, and I was looking at it, and it had the little dollar sign next to it. So, you know, don't even care about the money. It's not about that. I'm more excited about the YouTube partner program. That's the part that I'm really really excited about. Yeah, the opportunities that open up with that are pretty cool. That's what it's all about. Outstanding. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm stoked. Gonna help someone else coming up soon. Man, if there's anything that I can do to help, I am happy to play a part in that. You are good company. Any friend of Buddha's Place is a friend of mine, sir. And if there's anything I can do to help, I'm happy to do it. Did you get your community? I did, and I posted the most ridiculous, stupid first community post thing ever. It's just a picture of me holding up a shark, being like, hey man, how awesome does this community tab make me look? And then I realized after the fact, it's like, man, I could have been so much more creative than just doing that. But that's what I did. That was my first community post. Levi B, how are you doing there? Very happy to have you with us today. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it. Hanging out. We're doing a little bit of celebrating. If you're just catching on here, we just got monetized about 30 seconds before this video started. Literally, I went to turn on the video and it had the little dollar sign. I was like, wow, that was... I was taken aback because it's supposed to take like a month and it took like a week. And I feel bad about saying that because I know a lot of guys who have taken a month to get it, and I'm really sorry to hear that that happened to them. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to like brag about it or anything, just whatever. It's a slow time of year or something. They got to us a little quick. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Levi B, really appreciate it, man. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about, you know, that all night. That's a ridiculous topic of conversation, but it's a nice little thing. It's a feather in the cap. We got I'm not gonna call it monetized. I don't like the way that sounds, but we are YouTube. We are part of the YouTube Partners Program, and that is the thing that I have been super stoked about for a year. That is what I've been wanting to do. I've been wanting to be, I want to make the claim that we are members of the YouTube Partner Program. Want to get verified and just all that, you know, stuff that I guess professional YouTubers do. Whatever. Anyway, to commemorate this, I got something for all you guys. Buddha Place, if you're going to be hanging out. So you guys know. I believe that you are all, as I recall, and it's going to take me a second, so if I'm incorrect about this, I apologize, but as a little thing to our first 1,000 subscribers, what we are calling our first 1K Club, I got a little thing for you here. It's in the description. There's a link in the description of the video down below. And what I got is I designed some t-shirts. I did this myself. I'm kind of proud of it. That's the gift part of it, I guess, is that I actually put the legwork into this. But I designed some t-shirts. They are a nautical design. This is the actual drawing that I did. So you can look at it and you can be like, oh, no, that looks absolutely terrible. Or you can take a look at it and be like, hey, that's not too bad. If you look closely at that design, these lines right here, all these little lines and stuff right there, that is the names of every single one of our first 1,000 subscribers. I wanted to incorporate everybody into one single design and put that out on a t-shirt as a means of like, cool, you know, something that I can give back. I can do t-shirt designs. It's something that I've done in the past. So I was like, you know what, I can do this. And it took me about a week, but I got everybody's name on there with one exception. If you have a private account, I don't have access to those names, just so you know. But other than that, if you have a public YouTube account and you were one of our first, actually like one of our first 1,010 subscribers, but don't tell anybody that because I wrote down every name on the list. If you were, if you're interested in that, if you were one of those guys, your name is on that shirt. And a lot of you guys who, well, some names got fit in a little bit better than others, if you know what I mean. Like the people who've been around a little bit longer, their names were fit in just a little bit better than the guys who were kind of the subscriber fodder in a live stream, if you know what I mean by that. Those guys who subscribe, but then you never see them again. They're just trying to pad their numbers. Those guys did not get quite as much of respect and placement of their names as the people who are always in live streams, commenting on videos and stuff like that. It was just a little bit of a, you know, an ode to the guys who are really, you know, members of this community. Mr. Jeremy Smith, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. How are things in Ohio these days? We are suffering through, or we're about to suffer through the rainstorms that I believe you guys went through just a couple of days ago. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. At Buddha's Place, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. I'm modest. I mean, I like drawing. I've got some experience with drawing, designing t-shirts and stuff like that. So if you actually like that, cool. I really appreciate that. If you don't worry about it. I do appreciate that. But if that's something you're interested in, my friend, I would be happy to lend, you know, a t-shirt design or something to you guys as well. I'm just. You guys have been wonderful, all of you guys. So you guys have done wonderful things for us. So if there's something that I can do to help you guys, pay you guys back, anything like that, I am more than happy to do it. Especially, it's very easy to say that when there's only 4 people in the stream. Makes it a little bit easier to make that offer. But when those 4 people include True North Angler, Levi B, and Mr. Buddha's Place, it's very easy claim to make. So, on a little bit different note, while we're just kind of hanging out, I know we got other people doing live streams and stuff like that, so, and there's more interesting people out there that are doing them than me. This is why I love the YouTube. I totally agree with you, man. You know, when we first started doing live streams, I thought, or when we first even started doing YouTube, I did not want to be around other YouTubers. I thought that everybody was going to have an ego. I thought that everybody was going to be really full of themselves. We went and did a VMW last fall up in Dallas, and so I got to meet a bunch of really good YouTubers. And then and that kind of softened my impression of it. Like, everybody was really cool. I was surprised. I was shocked. I was not expecting. I was expecting most of them to be jerks, to be full of themselves, to be really egotistical. Not one ego in that room, or at least not one person who was rude and a jerk about what they did. That kind of softened me to it. You know, I was really surprised that I expected, you know, at least one. At least I expected more than that. I expected half, 3/4. I expected there to be 1 or 2 cool guys, and it was everybody. And then after that, I turned around and we kind of got into this community here that we got, and everybody was really cool here. There are some exceptions to that, but it's not that they're jerks. The exceptions to the rule are just kind of like they're a little uneducated as to what they're doing. That's the exception. Not that they're not rude or anything like that. They're just kind of don't quite have their finger right on exactly what they need to be doing. And then we turn around and I was kind of open to meeting people. Buddha's Place, I got to meet you, which was super, super cool. Still something that I am excited and brag about to this day. And again, you got all the clout in the world, and you're still like a dude that we can hang out with and have coffee and have like a regular conversation. YouTube has been an amazing place for community. I'm super stoked about it, super proud of the friendships that we have made, super proud of being a member of this community. So that is that if you wanted a example of how to go about and taking one comment and making that into a 5-minute conversation, that was it right there. Because I appreciate you, man, and I could keep going on about it all night long. I appreciate all you guys. Oh, thank you for being here. Now, on a little bit different topic of conversation, did you hear the one about the guy in the barrel that rode across the ocean? Has anybody seen that in the news? A Frenchman by the name of Jacques, because if you do things in the water in France, you kind of have to name your kid Jacques, right? I mean, that's what you do. So this guy, whose name is actually Jacques, because if you're going to be French and do water things, and you're going to name your kid Jacques, why not name him Jacques twice? So the guy's name is Jacques Pavin, I believe is his name, decided that he wanted to set a world record. So he hopped into a barrel and jumped into the Atlantic Ocean about 4 months ago. I think it was about 4 months ago. And nobody ever saw him again until about 2 days ago. The dude finally washed up in America in his barrel, still kicking, still being all French. The dude crossed the Atlantic Ocean in a barrel. His barrel was a nice barrel, to be granted. It was kind of like a BFI unit, you know, like those big blue dumpsters. It's kind of the equivalent of what he was in for the last however many months. And I don't know the particulars of how it floats, or, you know, how he was able to pack enough food in there, where he went to the restroom, things, how he was even able to get air into the thing, considering I'm sure he went through some fairly inclement weather. I would think you would have to have that thing sealed up pretty tight. So I don't know how he was able to get oxygen into his barrel, but he made it. The guy crossed the Atlantic Ocean in a barrel. Jacques Pavin. If you'd like to see more on that story, I do have a link in the description down below. If you don't believe me, if you think I'm making it up, or you want to check it out because you're interested in any guy who has 2 first names, I got it down there for you. Check it out. So that is what's been going on with me. I'm afraid we had a little bit of a rough day at work, like I was telling you guys. For those of you guys who are just popping in here, I will be headed back to work here shortly in just a bit, as soon as we're done with this stream. Or at the very least, I'll be handling some work matters over the phone. Good times. It's just going to be one of those weekends, you know what I mean? Just how it goes. So that's what we're dealing with right now. And you guys are kind of allowing me to decompress and relax after the day that I've had, and in preparation for the night that I'm about to have. Got the same 1-800-Flowers I've seen for 3 days. Thank you, Grant, man. I really appreciate that, bud. We just found out about it. We just found out that's funny, man. I came to jump on the live stream, and when I went to flip it on, it had the little monetization icon next to the stream. So I literally found out about it like 30 seconds before the stream started. So yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm excited. I was waxing on about that for like the first 5 minutes of the stream, sitting there going, "Oh my God, I can't believe it! It happened." And 1-800-Flowers. That's what YouTube has decided. Like, yeah, people who watch Stanley Orchard, they're probably not too good with their wives. They're gonna buy flowers. That's why we're selling them. I don't even get like Costa or a second-rate fishing gear. I get 1-800-Flowers. Okay, I'll take it. I trust you watched the whole thing. I don't care about it. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not worried about the money. I wanted to be a YouTube partner, and we got it. Super stoked. So what you up to these days, Grant? Oh, Grant. By the way, I got a video coming out Monday. It's our 1-year anniversary video. And just a little FYI, I stole some of your footage, and I got a little thank you thing on there. So feel free to do a content strike against me, you know what I mean? Because I stole some of your footage. But I got you. And Miss Shannon Naylor, same to you, ma'am. I have some of your footage. I'm letting the cat out of the bag here. I stole some of your footage as well, ma'am, in the video that I got coming out Monday. I have a little thank you thing to the guys who have been the most supportive and helped us out. It's our 1-year anniversary video coming out on Monday. So I did that. Feel free to put a content strike on my video, especially now that I got ads, man. Take the money. Take it and run. I did. It was only 15 seconds. I cut flowers out of the yard. Same here. Same here. I do the same thing. The neighbors have really pretty flowers. They had really pretty flowers. That's all I got to say about that. My mouth look all weird on there. Awesome. Looking forward to see. Yeah, it's decent. It's an all right video. I collected all of our best clips. Miss Red Ladyfish, ma'am, it is an absolute pleasure having you here tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. You missed out on... We found out about 30 seconds before we started this live stream that the Stanley Orchard channel has been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. Super stoked about it. Super, super excited. You're catching like I can't even put a straight face on it because it hadn't even sunk in. I haven't even told anybody. I just found out just before we started this. I found out by starting this live stream that had the little monetization deal on it. So cool. I'm really excited. When is it going to be out? I'll be putting that video out on Monday. And for you guys who just jumped in, as a little gift. So yeah, thank you, Shannon. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. You know what's really cool too is us all crossing like the 1,000 subscriber mark, or those of us who did all kind of crossing at the same time. I'm kind of honored about that. 3 years from now, we're still all doing this and hanging out. We're going to be remembering that, going to be looking back and laughing about it and talking about it or whatever. At least I hope we are. I think that'd be fun. Of course, maybe we're all going to be at like 1,020 subscribers and we just won't care. You never know how it goes. Mr. Jeremy Smith, we appreciate you coming by and hanging out. Sir, you have a wonderful evening, man. We look forward to seeing you in the next one. Oh, you guys that just popped in, I got a little thing for you. I keep calling it a gift, and it's really not a gift. I just don't know what else to refer to it as. let you guys in on the little thing a little early. It's going to be a part of the video that I'm dropping on Monday, but you guys are my boys, so I'm going to give you the heads up beforehand. So this video on Monday is going to be our 1 year anniversary, and of course it's the 1 year anniversary and the 1,000 subscribers, and now YouTube partner program members, or whatever you call that, I don't know. But so anyway, to commemorate everybody who's been so wonderful and helping us out with that, you know, being such a great supporters and helping us. I mean, we didn't get to 1,000 subscribers. We didn't get to YouTube partner program. That was all you guys. You guys did that. You know what I mean? So I wanted to have like a little thank you for you guys. So what I did was I designed some, I did a design for some t-shirts. You can kind of see that there. You can't see it very well, but that's the design. But if you look close at it, all of this right here, this is the names of every single of our first 1,000 subscribers. We're calling this our first 1K club, our first 1,000 subscribers on the channel. Every name, if you have a public account. No private accounts, of course, I didn't have access to that, but every public account has your name on here. Let me see, what do we got? There's so many of them, it's so hard to like remember where everybody's at. Oh, Shannon, where do I have you at? Shannon, I got you right there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's your name. Grant, I got you right there, buddy. So, everybody who has been like super like wonderful in this community, I wanted to do a piece of artwork for everybody and incorporate everybody's name into it, you know, so that we can always look back and be like, dude, that is the first, you know, those are the guys that got us started. Those are the guys that got us to where we are. This is the core community group of people who have been so wonderful to us. I got that put on some t-shirts. There's a link in the description down below, and I'm not trying to rake everybody over the coals on money or anything. It's just the only way I could really kind of get it done. There's also like stickers and stuff. I'm not entirely sure how the stickers are going to do because there's so many names. It's going to be such a fine print. I don't know how it's going to work. But I got that on there for everybody, and if anybody wants, like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to like rake anybody over the coals or anything. There is a promo code for 10% off, and if anybody wants the actual image, if you want to use it for something, I'll send it to you. Like I said, I'm not trying to make a big money thing off of it or anything, but I wanted to make it available to everybody at cost.
He wanted my ring pop.
Oh, he doesn't get the ring pop.
Yeah, I told him. Yeah. And I got it. So can I have it before he takes it?
No, you cannot have. If he can't have one, you can't have one while he's here. That's not fair.
Okay, then I'll go hide it.
You need to put it away. You can both have Smarties, though.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. We got some construction going on around the house right now, and the gentleman is a friend of mine, and his son is in here playing with Savannah. She doesn't have friends over very often, so this is kind of a unique experience for her a little bit. At least it's been a while since she's had friends over. Oh, seriously? The link isn't working? Oh, that's just because, man, I might be a YouTube partner program member. That doesn't mean that I'm terribly good at the work that I do, Grant. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not. I have a tendency of dropping cameras and getting links wrong. Oh, what a dud. Oh, that sucks, man. That is the perfect image for the project I want to make me. Send me one, you'll get... Absolutely, ma'am. You got it. And let me see. I'll send that to you. And I think I got some other stuff to send you as well. I'm super behind on sending stuff out. Super behind. You have to turn your super chat on in Creator Studio. I wasn't aware of that. Not sure how to... oh man, Grant, I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. I was not aware of that. I was actually going to do, and I have approval, like I have an under the table approval to do. We'll probably do it next week when I figure this all out. But I have an under the table approval to do a fundraiser for the Children's Hospital here in town. I'm working with them for a fundraiser that they're doing through work. I mentioned that I do a YouTube channel, we do live streams, and they said that they can't promote me doing that, of course, for obvious reasons. But they said if I wanted to do a fundraiser for those guys, they would be more than happy. And I'm kind of partial to the Children's Hospital down here. Our family has some involvement with them, and they do amazing things for all of South Texas. So you're going to hear me talking about that. Probably going to try to do that a little bit better next week. So come with your wallet handy because I want to help these kids out. Like I can't commit to like doing, you know, whatever you guys donate, I'll match it. If it's, you know, if it's like an amount that I can physically do that, I will. I donate to them every year regardless to kind of, you know, just kind of put the final numbers in the coffers or whatever. But anyway, so that's something that, you know, I'm kind of partial to, and I'm going to try to do. Like that's what I want to use monetization for. If I can help out with the children's hospital, I'm all about it. Excuse me one second here. What you got, man?
We're gonna take off.
Oh, you're good to go, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys. I'm sorry I can't step away at the moment, but I appreciate you guys and what you're doing.
Don't be interrupted.
No, you're good. You're my intermission.
Yeah.
Oh, and that music you got put. Oh, God dang it. So, I just found out 30 seconds ago that we got monetized on YouTube.
Really?
It happened 30 seconds before I started doing this. But you know what I hear? Is a content strike with the music you got playing.
What, Jim?
Yeah.
Jam outfit?
That's it, dude. That's it. Now I just got a content strike. That's funny. I'm not worried about it. I can turn the money off the video. It's not a thing. This is funny. That's what happens.
I'd never heard of that dude till yesterday.
No, well, maybe he won't get me. His label will. Yeah. I had a couple videos early on that got nailed with that from music in the background.
Are you still?
Yeah. We're all hanging out.
So what's that mean that you're monetized now?
That means I get to run ads on the videos. Yeah, we'll see. It's not. He's sitting here going like this, like, oh yeah, the money's gonna start coming in. It'll happen. Like, you know where the money is on it? Hey, you guys, if you don't know, this is where the money comes from those ads on videos. It's not from monetizing and then making a video, and then you get money rolling in from that video you just made. You make a video that does well in search, and that like gets really high in search, and you get a bunch of hits from that, and then a year later, after it's done well in search, that's where you're making the money. You make 10 videos that do really well in search, you get all them hits, and then a year later, that's where the money is.
A year later?
Yeah, it's a year later. Because you don't even get paid for like that first month, but that's where, like right now, none of it's worth nothing. It's not worth anything. But if I make a bunch of videos between now and 10 years from now, and then I have 10 years worth of videos that are ranking high in search, that's going to be money. That's where the money's at.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We'll talk 10 years from now.
Yeah.
I'll buy you a Coke. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Jacob, you have a good night, dude.
No worries, man. I'll stay a little bit longer, but I gotta get him home.
Yeah, I totally understand. I'm probably not going to be on too much longer. I got to get back to work after this. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Savvy?
Yeah.
Where's your little boy at?
You still in there?
In the car.
Oh, you already got
Okay.
it?
He beat you to it.
You good? Sorry, up, grab one?
Good night, man.
Bye.
So there you go. We finally get monetized, and like that, content strike. Yeah, Rattle Trap Fishing, I apologize. I kind of stepped away. Savvy, would you mind shutting that door, please?
Yeah, I made a mess in my room.
Oh, I'm sorry. Little boys do that. That's why we're not having little boys in this house. Yeah, Rattle Trap, I'm sorry about that, man. That gentleman is doing some construction for me, and he wasn't expecting me to be live streaming, and his son was in here playing. He had to go, so I had to say my goodbyes and do all of that stuff. It just isn't blue, the link. So the link works, it's just not blue. Is that how it works? I don't know. I got to figure that out. Normally, I'm not too bad on links. What is up, Mr. Chasing Guns Outdoors and Mr. Allen Outdoors? Guys, thank you very much for coming and joining us today. We are having a heck of a time. It's a little low-key. It's a little laid back today. I've been pretty stressed at work, and I am using you guys to kind of decompress for a little bit before I have to go back and finish off some things. And that's what's going on. The news of the day is that like 30 seconds before the stream, we made YouTube Partner Program. So super stoked about that. got for all you guys who are part of our first 1,000 subscribers. I did a design for that. That design is on a t-shirt. It's on a link in the description down below that doesn't work. So you know. We got monetized, and then I totally didn't even turn on the super chat. I joke about that. I'm not worried about like trying to. I joke about making money. I'm not trying to, like, you know, like I said earlier, rake you guys over the coals for a quick buck. Oh yeah, the other topic of conversation that I had originally intended this live stream for. Hey, Slick Rick, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. I am excited about it, and I'm doing my darndest to not sit here and spend the entire live stream talking about it. I actually want to talk to you guys about fishing and regular stuff, and not sitting here and talking about the, you know, yay, you get YouTube, you get ads on your videos now. Not always the most exciting topic of conversation. Shannon, thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate that. It's not the best work that I can do. I won't lie about that. But I do plan on getting some cool looking stuff done. You know, obviously that's part of the game plan with doing any of this, is I want to make some stuff that people would be like, wow, that's cool, I want one of those. I like this design, I want to get one myself. But it's not what I would put, I wouldn't list it as like the greatest thing I've ever done in my life. It's kind of hard to do a piece of artwork revolving around 1,000 names. It's a little difficult to put 1,000 names handwritten into a piece of artwork. I learned that. I didn't know if you knew that or not, but that's a thing. It's difficult. Yeah, thank you. Oh, I joke about the leggings in the video that I got coming out on Monday. I make a joke about that because, you know, do girls really buy leggings that often? Is that, like, would you actually, I can't imagine anyone actually going on there and be like, oh yes, leggings, duh, that's what I needed. I was gonna get a t-shirt, but no, I'm gonna get leggings. I mean, I don't know. I've never bought any, so I don't know the first thing about it, but that was my thought. I was like, man, this looks really cool. But do people actually buy that? I don't know. So we'll just go ahead and put the graphic on there and see what happens. Getting close to 2K. Mr. Grant McIntosh, yeah, you got to cross that. Where are you at right now? Last I checked, you were over like 1,800. But you're YouTube OG. You've been at this a lot longer than the rest of us. The leggings are a huge hit with the girls, really? I'm going to design some more leggings then, because actually, you know, you have to do a different kind of design for those. I was kind of like they look cool. I kind of want to do a design specific for that. You got me thinking about it now. I do want to do some t-shirts and stuff, though. I've been wanting to do that. Actually, like, ever since I was in high school, that's what I want to do for a living, is design t-shirts. No kidding, Grant. You're at oh, dude, I didn't know that. I thought you were like at 1820 or something. Dude, you're right there. You're like days away from 2K. Where are you at, chasing guns? You're close to 1K? I'm curious. Shannon, how are you doing on your watch time, by the way? How much more you got to go on that? Does anybody want merch? Anybody want a t-shirt design? I offered that to Brenda and she took me up on it. Kind of like as a little chat, like, you know, just little back and forth little thing, you know, because like kind of how Brenda is. And then I didn't do it for her because it wasn't a very serious conversation. I was serious about, like, I'll do it, but it wasn't a very serious conversation. Then I didn't do it. And then somebody else did some stuff and I was like, I could have done that for you. 44 away. Look at like George shirt. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Detective for Life. Dude, you want that? You want that as a shirt? Oh, yeah. Hey, I did this one for J&C back over like Christmas or something like that. We were doing a live stream and they were drinking. And he said on there, he said, John don't drink. He'd been drinking. And so I did a hashtag John don't drink. Everybody kind of laughed. I was like, oh, we'll make this really funny. So I real quick did a t-shirt design on Spreadshirt. You know, like 30 seconds, just pop, did it, put it out. And I was like, yeah, get your shirts now. I jumped back into it and we'd all been drinking. And so we all, like Cassie, John, and me, we all were like, yeah, we got our shirts. So now we're like sporting our John Don't Drink shirts. So yeah, dude, if you want to lick it like George shirt, I can hammer that out, man. Make it happen. What is up, Mr. Guero Calero? How are you doing, sir? What's up from down south? Yeah, were you there for that one? That was one of the best live streams I have ever seen. That thing was awesome. Shannon Naylor was at 1,080 hours, and somehow YouTube stole views and watch time. Took me back down 890. Jesus, they raked you over on that one. You're back up to 1,008 hours. What do you need? You know, All right. Well, I'm just going to have to whip out with the Grant tab and with the Grant tablet and start putting up your videos again. I'm sorry I haven't been doing that, but I'm going to hit it. Oh, you know what? They might be getting you on they might be getting you because they may be counting. I have heard rumors that they're counting unique views. So, like, if I had 5 phones and I put them all on one of my videos or a playlist and just hit play overnight on my stuff, I think YouTube sees that. I think they see that it's the same account over and over and over again watching all of this stuff. You might be suffering from that. I'm not sure, but I heard a rumor about that. Nobody I've talked to will like confirm it. Nobody will say like, oh yeah, that's what's going on. Because you know how YouTube, they kind of keep that stuff in-house. But I did hear a rumor about them doing that. I have a full playlist up for watch time. I wonder if I can log out of my account and do it anonymously. I'll try it. We'll see what happens. We'll see if that gives you credit or if they end up breaking it back down again. Should probably be doing that anyway. Oh, they're going to see it from the IP address, I bet. I bet they do that. Because they track what kind of device you're watching those videos from, so I bet they have access to where it's coming from. I don't know. I've asked people about it, but so a lot of rumors going around. Nobody has like for sure, what YouTube is doing. But I hear a bunch of little rumors like that. And if you go into your analytics on YouTube on the Creator Studio, you'll see that there's a difference between the number of views you have and the number of unique views. That may be true if you watch 2, then take a break. It looks better. True. Yeah. That would play into the exact same thing I was saying. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Don't let Savannah see it. What you got going on there? What are you warning us about? What do we have to watch? Is it bad? Or is it just cursing? Is it Mike? It's Mike. I bet you money it's Mike. Oh, so Savannah, can I tell them about the clip in the video for Monday?
No.
You don't, because I think that they would. Well, I'm not going to show it to them.
Okay, but not the photo, not the scene. Only tell me.
I just want to tell them about it.
Okay.
Why don't you come here and see what they have to say when I tell them?
Okay.
So, on this video that we got coming out on Monday, Raunchy Pictionary and Curtis. That sounds like fun. So, on Monday, we got this video coming out. It's our 1-year anniversary, and we went and did a bunch of clips. We took a bunch of clips from the stuff that we, like B-roll and some of the best shots and stuff that we got over the course of the last year. And one of the videos that I took was we went up to Waco and we went to one of those trampoline parks. And Savannah did this insanely cool flip. But she landed on the rail. She didn't land on the trampoline. I think it is the single best clip in the entire video. I've been holding on to it specifically for this video. But she's very embarrassed about it. She doesn't want it to be in there. And she said that I could put it in there if I showed a clip of her doing a good flip, right? Mm-hmm. You still okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. But she is...
Stanley, hi, Savvy.
Hey, Saltwater Hook. Good to see you, sir. Appreciate you coming by. You need to check out the video on Monday, too. It's our 1-year anniversary, and I've got a lot of thanks going out to a lot of channels who have helped us out throughout this last year and helping us getting to the YouTube Partner Program, which we just got accepted into. Super stoked about. So Savannah is super embarrassed about this video clip, and I don't know why. It just rubs her wrong where she's embarrassed about having landed on the railing. So I would like to know, let us know what you would tell Savannah about that clip. Does she need to be embarrassed about it?
The legend actually lived.
Hey, what's up, Mike? I know, dude. I know it's been...
The legend is actually live.
Is actually live. I know. Things just keep getting worse and worse, dude, at work. I just can't even... I don't even know, man. I got to go back after this tonight. This is my stress relief before my break, before I got to go back to work tonight. So what do you guys think about that? Not having seen the video, but knowing that Savannah is embarrassed about that video, what would you guys have to say to her about being embarrassed about what I consider to be the absolute most gold moment of the entire video?
Don't be embarrassed, Savannah. You are a rock star.
Oh, now you're going to be all shy. You are a rock star.
I don't have a microphone.
Dude.
I don't have a microphone.
Yeah, that means you're a real rock star. If you have to have a microphone, that doesn't make you a rock star. That makes you someone holding a microphone. You can be a rock star without a microphone. What I tell you about that? You do that, I'm putting that video up for everybody to see right now. Mr. Holland Ash, sir, it's an absolute pleasure seeing you, man. How are you doing today? All my favorite people in the entire YouTube community. I got everybody hanging out here. Just about. I think we're missing a couple of people, but most everybody. Oh, Saltwater Hook, Mike, Holland Ash, you guys who just popped in, so you know, as a means of like a little thing or whatever, a thing that I could do, Savvy Antics, nice. That needs to be a shirt. So I did a little t-shirt design for everybody to commemorate our having made the YouTube Partner Program. This is what we call our first K Club. It is a little piece of artwork, whatever, I throw on a t-shirt. But I drew in the names of every single of our first 1,000 subscribers. If you look right there, we got WTF Mike. Saltwater Hooked, I got you on here, man, but there's so many names, it's so hard to find everybody. Slick Rick, I got you right there, buddy. Saltwater Hooked, I know. Yeah, okay, so Saltwater Hooked, you're right there. You can't see it because it's so small, because there is 1,000 names handwritten into this design. So if you would be interested in that, I got t-shirts and some other stuff like that down in the description down below on a link that does not work. Thanks to Grant McIntosh pointing that out, that my link is a dud. But I do have them. So enjoy reviewing this video and then hitting pause and just looking at me hold up the picture. Yeah, Holland Ash.
I must be there somewhere.
Holland Ash, I got you on here, man. And there's a couple of people that were kind of put in bold because I wanted them to stand out. Holland Ash, I know I got you in bold. That's because I couldn't fit, I didn't have enough room to fit all the names. I had to add another thing for all the names.
That's a lot of names.
It's a lot of names, right? It's 1,000 people. It took me a week to write this. I know.
Why?
Because it's so many names.
What do you need?
Where's Holland Ash?
Tweet the pic so I can see it closely, bud. Just copy and paste the link, everyone. The March looks better.
I'm going to. But before, the reason I haven't done that yet is it's part of the video that it's coming out on Monday. You guys are just getting kind of like a behind the scenes look at it. But also, if you look at the description down below or whatever, there's a 10% discount. It's like the max amount that I was able to put on there. There's a 10% discount, and that's going to be available to you guys in the live stream. That's going to be available to the people on Monday. But when I tweet this out, I'm not tweeting out the promo code. I'm just doing that for the people like kind of hanging out with us. I wanted to try to do something special for not just all the 1,000 subscribers, but for everybody who's hanging out with us. So I was like, okay, well, you know, everybody who comes and hangs out, and feel free to tell people. I'm not trying to hide it. You know, if I tweet it out, somebody wants to leave a comment on the tweet saying, hey, this is the promo code for the discount, have at it. You know, I'm all about it, totally cool about that. I just didn't want to openly, you know, like, I wanted to try to recognize like you guys, the people who are like the ones who are always here hanging out with us, the ones who are always leaving the comments and the likes and you know, doing all that stuff. I wanted to try to do something. I don't know if that's the right approach, but that was the approach that I ran with. So that's why I have not posted it out on Twitter or anything else yet. I wanted to give you guys a behind the scenes, you know, take on it. Kind of wanted to get your opinion on it before I did it, because if everybody's like, dude, that's dumb, or that's a terrible design, or man, you really need to not do that. I wanted to get your opinion on that first so I can cancel the whole thing before I post the video. If you know what I mean. You're my test audience on that. I will tweet that out though, man. I will have that out there. And it is, I don't know what's up with that link, but it's on Teespring. It's just First K Club. First 1K Club, I think is what it's called. I can check that right now. I'll check that right now. I'll make sure. Just give me 1 second. Teespring. Oh, you know what? I think I can drop it in the thing down here. First 1K Club is what it is. Give me just 1 second. Almost got it. Almost got it. Yeah, lab rats. Bam! Look at that. Look what Stanley can do. It's the first time I've ever posted a link in my own chat. Mr. Brian Hawley, how are you doing, sir? Absolute pleasure seeing you. You are coming down for the weekend. You are picking a perfect weekend for it, my friend. It is raining. They have closed the beaches on pins, and I got to work. So, good timing, man. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be smug about it. I'm smiling, I'm putting a straight face on it. I'm actually really upset about it. I'm mad that they're closing my beaches, that the weather's gonna be bad, and that I gotta work. I'm a little upset about this, so you're kind of rubbing it in. You might not be able to get down to pins, and you might be suffering through some inclement weather, but I'm gonna be at work. So you better go and enjoy the hell out of your weekend. You better hit the beach and live up every single moment of it. Go out to Mustang Island, and if they close Mustang Island, the trick is you got that little, I'm gonna let you in on my little surfer trick. This is what I used to do during hurricanes, man. When we get some hurricane surf, you go to that overpass over on Packery Channel, and you get on that jetty, and you drive right down that jetty all the way until you can't drive anymore, and you get out on that beach. That is how you play that game. You do not let them shut you down on that beach if you're coming down for the weekend, and this is the first opportunity that you have had, like this year, not happening. You get out on that beach. Want to buy that shirt? Just not sure how the heck I can do it. I'm computer challenged. Yeah, join the club, man. I don't know if you noticed or not, but this is the first time I've ever posted a link in my own chat. I don't know what I'm doing. In case you hadn't noticed, the link that I got in my description doesn't even work. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to help you. You know, my phone makes it easy. Like, I'm stupidly able to, you know, purchase things on my phone because of the credit card thing or whatever. Thank Google for that one, and Google can probably take all of my money from me and I wouldn't even know the difference. That's because I am also computer challenged. This entire channel is done off of a 5-year-old cell phone. So, I mean, I'm up to date 5 years ago. Just ask Savannah. Oh yeah, to do the computer, right? No, that's no joke, man. Yeah, but then she'd have access to my credit card stuff, man. I'd rather Google have that than Savannah. Nothing, baby. Put your name where?
On the paper.
Oh, I need to do something very special for you. I'm gonna do that, Savvy. I'm gonna make one very special just for you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You deserve it. You are the reason that we have been successful this year. Not these guys. Appreciate you guys, but let's face facts. It was Savannah, not anybody else. What's up, Stanley? It's Bash Fishing Opener in Minnesota. I heard about that. I've been trying to keep up with the news, and I saw that. Wish you were here. Be blessed, everyone. Today is the day. Great evening. I'm night crawler hunting when it gets dark. Man, oh, good luck. Good luck. And I want to see some fire videos on bass season, my friend. You are the one that can put that out there. I want to see you make that happen, dude. I want to see some good fish coming out of your channel in the very near future. I give you a couple of days to edit. You can brag about it on other live streams and stuff like that. I want to hear about it, but I want to see some videos on some amazing bass fishing, my friend. All about the kids. You're absolutely right about that. Have to go. Congrats, Glenn, Shannon. Thank you, ma'am. Really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Personally, you are an awesome person, and we have very much enjoyed having you around, ma'am. Thank you, and you have a wonderful night. We're literally swimming up in San Antonio, Como County. Yeah, it hadn't hit us yet, man. We are down in B County, so I'm about an hour, a little over an hour away from you. And we're waiting for it, man. We're just ready for it to happen. Of course, these storms and all this rain comes right when I am having a gentleman do the siding on the side of my house. My house is not weatherproof right now. So of course it rains, and of course I have to go back to work, and of course the beaches are closed. I'm mad. Still here on the phone. Mickey, tell Mickey what's up. Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta send a message. Here. If he's talking to Mickey, let me get a marker here. Sorry, I need just a second. I'll be quick about it. I'm being quick, I promise. I know it's dead air, I'm sorry. I never said I was good at this YouTube thing. Why YouTube would want me as a partner, I don't know, but it happened. It happened, and now they can't get rid of me until those content strikes go through, and then they'll be good to go. All right, here we go. Is that legible? Can you read that, or is it backwards? It looks backwards to me. We already posted some. Oh man, I'm sorry. I haven't seen that. Did I mention I got to go back to work? It didn't just happen to get that way recently. It's been like that all day. I will be working through the weekend. Check them. I'm going to pump out muskie videos this year. Health willing, and I hear you on that one, man. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to getting up to Wisconsin and do some muskie fishing. I want to get into some crappie, personally. Homemade muskie lures, that is rad. Darn slow boat. Same here, I got an old John boat. You guys hadn't seen it yet because I need a motor. That's awesome, Mike. I got a little John boat that's super slow as well. But she keeps on trucking. Need a motor for her. She's still gonna be slow after we get that motor going. Man, get some good fish out of that boat. I've caught some. Well, my dad. That's my dad's boat. He's caught some sick fish out of that thing. I got pictures of some of them, big ling, big like 200-something pound stingrays and stuff. It's not about the size of the boat, man. It's about how you wiggle that lure. She challenged you to a burp off, and she says, "Vote Mickey." But this is, I love Mickey, but yeah, sorry, Mickey. I'm a Mike fan on this one. Mike's gonna. I don't even have to. I don't know exactly how you judge it. I would assume that you judge a burp contest by volume or tenacity, or maybe there's an intangible category or something. But I would think Mike has more girth on that one. Any good news on the King Ranch shoreline? Headed there next weekend. Yeah, man, King Ranch is pretty much a good place to fish year-round. Now, where are you launching from? When we hit the King Ranch shoreline, the reason I ask is we launch from, I don't even remember. I don't remember where we launched from. But along the shoreline, close to Flower Bluff, and I'm afraid I can't give you specific coordinates on this, but there's a hole over by that shoreline that is just fantastic. Good trout and red fishing over in that area. But the shoreline itself, man, is just killer year round. I love fishing there. I've got a lot of good fish off that shoreline. And nilgai, for the record, too. Not off the shoreline. I don't go up on the King Ranch and hunt nilgai, but the Spoil Islands, there's stuff to hunt there. I forgot to tell everyone, I have an auction tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, on Shannon Naylor's channel. I'll be having hunting and fishing altered bottles up for grabs and have a couple decanter sets. Hope to see a few of you there, guys. If you have not seen Shannon Naylor and the work that she does, I highly suggest you check that out. That is a rare opportunity to get yourself into some seriously good artwork. Expect to see me blasting that out on our community tab and stuff like that, because she does fantastic and amazing work, and you would be in very rare company if you got your hands on some of that. Crappie spawn right now, so it's a rodeo. Oh, dude, I've never done crappie, but I'm dying to do it. Clems, yeah, okay, yeah. So you're leaving from Clems, and you're gonna be right in that vicinity, man. When you're leaving Clems and you get to the shoreline, I don't remember where exactly, but I know that you go straight from Clems to the King Ranch shoreline, and there's a hole. If the water is clear enough, you'll see the color change in the water, and that hole's awesome, man. It's a good one. Triple Tail, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. You ever fished the King Ranch shoreline? Mr. Brian Hawley is curious how it's been recently, and I don't have a recent update. I love fishing there, but do you happen to have any information for us on the King Ranch shoreline? When is the contest? WTF Mike Albrecht? Like there's a contest. Tell Mickey I said that. Tomorrow, 7:30 Central. So it's going to be Mickey's stream, and then it's going to be Shannon Naylor after that. Do I got that schedule right? You guys got a good lineup. Man, I want to get in on this lineup. I don't have the ability to do that right now, but I think that is such a genius move that everybody's doing with that. Good luck, everyone. We will slam one for all of you who can't. Never say never and fish on. Wholeheartedly agree with that. Save some of them fillets, my friend, because I want to get my hands on them. I will save you some gaff top. We'll make a trade. Oh, Shannon, you're absolutely welcome, ma'am, and I'll be sharing that out. Yeah, good luck on that. I hope to see you there. I have trouble committing right now with this whole work thing, but if I'm available, I will be there. If I'm not available, I'll try to just hit play on it and let it play through. Fished it a lot in the past, before Harvey, yeah. I don't know how if Harvey affected it. No, we fished there last year. It was all right. It was good. We did good on it last spring. I doubled up on the spicy beans at Chipotle. Now I have diarrhea. Oh, Betty Crocker, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry to hear that. Is that a ma'am or a sir? Is this your first time here? I've never had Betty Crocker. We have had the Pillsbury Doughboy, but I've never had Betty Crocker. Another rough day at work. Yeah, man, that's going around. My rough day at work just turned into a rough weekend at work. A little upset about that. Little upset, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Grant, that's awesome, man. Cool. I'm glad. I'm gonna be getting ours. Post pictures. I want to see. I'm curious, and then I'm gonna use your pictures as like the advertising, not advertising for the shirt, but the hey, check us out kind of thing. I'm excited about it. Like I like that design, but now that it's done, like I don't have another week to sit there and write out them names. That was rough. My hand was hurting. But it does kind of like make me want to make some more stuff like that. Like I said, man, ever since I was in high school, I've always wanted to design t-shirts for bands and stuff. There's no money in it. And that's fine. That's fun. I don't have to do it for a living. It would be fun just to do it. If it's something that people enjoy, I would get a kick out of it, just designing shirts that people actually enjoy. Got a new job a week ago, steering thing. Oh, man. Wait, that's a good thing, dude? Is that something to be excited about? What you got? Where are you working? Place an order for a shirt. Me too, Holland. Me too. I'll be placing my order here. You guys make sure you're using that discount, that promo code. Get your money on that. Love the last video of Padre. Like how he hooked up with A&J Outdoors. Dude, that dude was so cool. He was so much fun hanging out with him. We're going to be doing that again because he's just salt of the earth, man. Just a good guy. laid back, real easy to hang out with. Who had their subscribers hidden? Who are you talking about? Is that Janet you're talking about? You got on with Encore. No way. Congratulations on that, man. I mean, that's money. We all know how Wellhead goes. I have a conversation for you about that we can have off camera. Did you have a hookup? Somebody you knew? Or did you just apply with Encore? Wellhead, man, I'm envious of that. I miss Wellhead. I miss StreamFlow. I will admit it. I miss the company that we worked for. I don't miss all the people. I miss some of the people. I miss some of the people, some of them that are still there now. I do not miss some of the people who are not there. I will say that. Didn't use the promo code. Give it to your man. Thank you, Paul and Ash. I appreciate that, man. I will hand that off to her. Oh, Grant, I'm sorry, man. Oh, that's a bummer. I knew that was going to happen. I knew because when I was looking at that list, you know that there's private names on there. And to be honest, there was a couple of people who had private channels that I just remembered and I wrote them on. But I knew there was going to be people that were going to get missed on that. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. Please tell Janet I said I'm sorry about that. I miss being your boss. No, Will, I bet you don't. I bet you don't. We were a headache. Nightmare. All of your experience from StreamFlow kind of transferred over. Yeah. That's what I miss about it. Like, because it's like, Wellhead's something I know. So I would love to get back into it. You know, just being something that I know it could comfortably get back into. I don't have the people I'm subscribed to so people can view. Is that wrong? Yeah, Hall and Ash, I don't know that that's wrong. I don't think that matters. It matters in this circumstance, like the rare occasion somebody tries to pull your name for something like this. That's when it matters. I don't know why anybody would need to do that unless they're doing something like I did, which I've never seen anybody do that before, so I don't know how often it happens. So I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's going to affect anything. It upsets people. Okay, this is where it's going to affect you. If you are in a live stream, and like say you're on Pusa Studios, and they're doing the whole thing where it's like, hey, check out my channel, I'll check out yours, leave a like, leave a comment, and then I'll get back with you and all of that stuff. If you're hidden, if you go and subscribe to their channel and then they go subscribe to yours and they're not seeing that you subscribed, they might get upset and unsubscribe from you. I guess that's I think is about the biggest issue with it. I do have you on this shirt. Double check that now, but I am almost positive I got you on. I'm more than positive. I know I wrote your name on here. Some people might have been lucky enough to get on here twice just because I messed up. There's True North Angler, Hall and Ash. I swear I remember putting your name on here. Yeah, I can't sit here. I'm not gonna like spend my entire stream looking at this. There's 1,000 names to look at. It's a lot of people, and not all of these names are in English. At least one I had to write in a language that I don't know, which is cool. But I had to learn that language in order to write their name. Not fun. But Hall and Ash, I'm positive I've got you on here though. I'm positive I've got it. Yeah, exactly, Grant. They don't get notified. So that's what you miss out on. Will, what I got is for our 1,000 subscribers, and actually we just got our YouTube partner program acceptance like 30 seconds before this went live. So totally stoking out about it. I'm a member of the YouTube partner program. Totally excited. So what I did for everybody is I designed some t-shirts. I got a link in the description down below that doesn't work. I will repost that link in the chat in just a moment here for anybody who hasn't heard about this already. But the design for the t-shirt has the names of every one of our first 1,000 subscribers. This is our first 1K club, so that if we ever hit like 10,000 or if we ever get, you know, numbers, this is going to be the people who got us off the ground. This is the foundation community. These are the guys who have been with us the entire time. I wanted to commemorate that on a t-shirt. I got Triple Tail TV right there. I got Hall and Ash on here somewhere. Everybody's name's on here. Unless you had a private account and I didn't catch it, everybody's name is on that shirt. That way, you know how people like, if a channel like, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but if you get a channel that hits like 100,000 or 1,000,000 subscribers or something, you always have those people who are like, you know, I've been with you since 100 subscribers. I've been with you since 1,000 and stuff like that. Well, now you got a shirt to back it up. So that's that. Yeah, Hall and Ash, I'm very confident that I got you on there. Yeah, so you know, when I was doing that design, I was also editing this video that I got coming out on Monday. So I've got, I believe, I was doing some stuff that involved your channel on the video I'm working on Monday. Now, I don't remember if I've still got it on there. I believe that I do, because I'm adding a little segment of saying thanks to all the channels that helped us out a lot. I believe I've got you on there. And so I was doing that when I was working on this t-shirt design. And so I had your name in my head like multiple times while I was doing all this, and I would be so amiss if I don't have your name on that. It would have been such an oversight, because I'm sure that I've got you on there. Can I eat a ghost pepper on camera? Yes. Yes, I have done. Okay, so I went to a while back. I was playing in a band, and we went to the radio station to record a radio spot for the band for a show that we were doing, and they had a hot wing eating contest. And so our radio spot got canceled and rescheduled for another night. So we were hanging out over there, and I was like, this is a bummer. Like, we're up here. This is such a waste of time. Like, we need to be doing something to promote, because that's just how my mind works. I'm always in like promotion mode. Sorry, but that's how I am. 10 years experience doing concerts, so that's where that comes from. But so I was in promo mode. They did this hot wing contest, so they had the hot wings in those little boats, those little cardboard little things or whatever. So I was like, okay, we got to do something here. We got to promote this. We got to get the word out. We're here. Let's make it happen. So they had this contest going on. I went and took one of them boats and dipped it down into that sauce right in front of it and took a big drink out. I was like, man, who makes this? This is this is insanely good. Like, I want to know, seriously, what do you... Dude, I drank that entire boat. I was sick as a dog a half an hour later. But I survived the hot wing guys. I lasted longer than the guys who ate the hot wings. I want to say, I think my taste buds are like burned out from like smoking over the years. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but I think my taste buds are, at least that's what I attribute it to. I don't know. But it does allow me to eat things like that a little bit better, like eating the jellyfish. I'm a little less concerned about it because, like, I'm still apprehensive. I'm nervous about doing it. Still gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen. But I'm slightly less apprehensive just because I think that I can at least survive the initial phases of getting the crap stung out of my tongue. And I love jalapenos and I love habaneros. So yeah, in answer to your question, I'd do a ghost pepper challenge. Mr. Grant McIntosh, please tell Janet we said, hey, you guys have a wonderful night, man. Really appreciate you. Check out that video on Monday, or you don't have to check it out. Doesn't matter, like, any of that, but I want you to know that I got you on there because I really appreciate what you do, man. I really appreciate everything that you've done for us. Yeah, thanks, Will. I appreciate that, man. It was a labor of love. My hand was killing me after I was doing that design, dude. It took me a week to write all them names on there. And not only like writing them all in, but I had to write them small so that I could fit them all in. But I had to write them clear so that you could read them. And some, you know, I messed up on some of those guys. You know, I messed up on some names. Not messed up, but some of them are harder to read. Like everybody that you see here in the chat and everything, you're going to be able to see those names. Obviously, like I took a little bit more time and put a little bit more effort into those guys, but it was tough fitting in all them names and making it legible. Whew, and man, my hand was hurting me. It just kicks from a Catwoman MILF live chat. I totally agree. Please don't hurt yourself. It's very painful. Yeah, I will say I tell that story, Buddha. I was suffering horrendously for the rest of the night after that. Nobody saw it. One person, a very good friend of mine, he was witness to the aftermath of that whole like sauce thing. It was really rough. It was like being drunk. That was the experience. Like I was stumbling, couldn't walk. It was bad. The reaction that I had afterwards, that nobody saw that part. I kept a straight face on it while we were in front of the radio people, and then very politely walked around to the back of the building and had my buddy rush me to, not to the hospital, but rush me to a convenience store and get me all kinds of like Pepto-Bismol. Miss OG Cherie, ma'am, how are you doing tonight? Thank you very much for joining us. We are kind of, we're winding things down here. I'm afraid I have got to get back to work here pretty quick. We got a few more minutes, but we're still hanging out for just a few more minutes. Just kind of, yeah, like I said, winding down and doing our thing. And thank you very much for joining us for at least the tail end of it. Smoked some kingfish with a ghost pepper sauce. Pretty good, dude. That sounds awesome. For one, I love smoked kingfish. I've never had ghost pepper sauce, so I'm really kind of intrigued on that one. I want to try that. Mr. Hall and Ash, very much appreciate you, sir, and you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us, man, and keep an eye out for that thing on Monday. Because, you know, I want to be able to thank everybody for their wonderful support and helping us get to where we got. Cannot thank everybody enough, man. Still messing with those ghost peppers. Looking forward to it. I've never actually done it, but I am looking forward to trying it. I'm game for a challenge, man. Do the ghost pepper challenge. I'll do it. I'll do it. Does that mean I have to buy the ghost pepper? I mean, I'll do a ghost pepper challenge. I don't know where you would even get one, but I kind of feel like it's not really a challenge. If somebody says, it's not really a challenge. If somebody's like, hey man, why don't you do the ghost pepper challenge? Like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And they're like, okay, cool, go buy yourself a ghost pepper and eat it. I mean, that's not... If I was going to challenge one of my friends to do something, you know, and I'm stupid, and I have stupid friends, or good friends who do stupid things sometimes, and I would never be like, I dare you to eat this. But you have to go buy it first. You have to go to the store. You know, next time you're at the store, next time you walk into an H-E-B or a Walmart, I want you to go to the grocery, to the vegetables, and to the salad section, and I want you to go get yourself a ghost pepper, and then I want you to bring that ghost pepper back here to me, and I want to see you eat it. That's not really a, you know, half of that challenge is having to go to the store and buy the damn thing in the first place. I'm not like opposed to having to pay for a ghost pepper, but I am opposed to somebody challenging me to eat a ghost pepper, and that entailing me having to go find a ghost pepper. Nah, dude, that's awesome, man. I got something for you too, dude. I got a swag bag from Lone Star that I'm trying. Lone Star and someone else, all the Hartman LNF distributors. I still got that stuff for you. Do the Taco Bell challenge. You have to eat Taco Bell. Can't use the restroom for 24 hours. That's a good one. But I'm going to straight out just say this one. I didn't forget, Will. I didn't forget. I got it right over there. I forgot to bring it to you, but I didn't forget that I got it for you. I can handle that. For one, I love me some Taco Bell. That is my guilty pleasure. And for two, I got a wrought iron stomach, man. Like, I eat once a day, and it stays down. If I'm only going to eat once a day, I'm not going to vomit that back up, because then I don't get to eat again for another day. So Taco Bell, I can handle that. I got Taco Bell. I'm a South Texas native. I love me some good, pure, authentic Mexican food made by people who have Caucasianed it out. Because that's what Taco Bell is. And yeah, and you know, you want to talk about Taco Bell, dude? I live in South Texas. I have access to some serious and hardcore and for real Mexican food. By Mexican food, what I'm talking about is that I can go to the drive-thru at the Mexican food that's just like a couple of blocks up the road, and I can order a margarita and they'll hand it to me out the window. Tell me how that's legal. I don't know, which is why I'm not going to say the name of the place that I'm going to, but that's how Mexican food, that kind of place is. So like Taco Bell is like your That's like your brunch Mexican food. That's like your day off of eating Mexican food. That is your corporate, what is that called? That is your corporately sterilized Mexican food. That's right. Taco Bell ain't got nothing on Tequeria, Jalisco. I totally agree with that. Love me some Taco Bell. Love it. Yes, Savvy. What would you like, baby?
If you had to do a Taco Bell challenge with chips, give me the chips.
If I have to do a Taco Bell challenge with chips, then she wants the chips. Savvy wants the chips. She's calling dibs on chips. She loves their chips. How do you like the chips at Taqueria? At the other Mexican food place, how do you like the chips there?
Bad.
They're bad?
I never tasted chips before.
Okay. How about their margaritas?
Never tried it before.
You haven't tried their margaritas?
No.
Oh, they're to die for. So guys, on that note, I'm afraid I am going to have to, yeah, the place in Skidmore is good. I love it there. I don't blame her. Yeah, any margarita that you get out of a drive-through window is suspect. I'm not going to lie about that. But they do taste good. I will say that. But yeah, guys, on that note, I'm afraid I do have to get back to work. I want to thank you guys all very much. This has been a wonderful and amazing first year here on YouTube. I have our anniversary video dropping on Monday. It's going to be full. It's going to be jam-packed full of all kinds of all of the wonderful things that we have done in this first year. We're going to have a little commemoration to all the people who have been so wonderful in helping us out this first year. If they're not aware, we've got the t-shirts that include the names of the first 1,000 subscribers on our channel available to you guys. That's the link right there. And you guys have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your weekend, stay dry, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, guys. And happy Mother's Day. Rachel says happy Mother's Day. She's just walking in. I'm ending this now because I want to help her carry your groceries and stuff. Guys, y'all have a good night. Thank you for coming on.
Treats. You want treats?